probably a guy perspective on this. But
that's so inappropriate for right now. You realize that, right?
I know, that's why I said it.
The FrozenNord decides to burst out with the 69 joke right in the middle of our talk about sexual harassment. But put that on him. He's like that.
All right, I got one more thing I wanted to say too. We have 3 more races left, including this one.
That's good, cleaning a cigarette.
Oh yeah, I bet.
We got 2.
10, 11, and 12.
Sorry.
Learn to count, math man.
Fuck you, sideways.
Oh, okay. There's another.
All right, can we?
Gay one.
Right there's another insult. That's sexual harassment right there.
All right, here's the deal.
Let's talk about that.
What's my other thing is that women know what men are like.
True.
We're horny and we won't press it.
And usually they're very, very derogatory about what they think men are like.
And that's one of my issues with this thing. And this is coming from a male perspective, but I'd say get over it. If you want to play games online, you're just going to have to deal with it.
And that's true, but I mean, at the same time, you know, it shouldn't. Well, that fucking sucked.
Well, also a lot of games.
But should you have to deal with that at all while playing these games? Should you be subjected to that, or
but
is
it goes back to my first question: who the hell's going to enforce it?
And that's a good point.
You can't just change the way things are and start banning people because they start doing those things just because a couple of girls complain.
Well, yeah, and like, I'm sorry, women. From a guy's perspective, I mean, we're guys. We like to see women naked. We like to think about that stuff. And it's just like a
You're not helping my case.
Alex, you're not making a good argument at all.
It's just like it's just like that girl who walks into a bar with a mini skirt, a top that shows off her boobs, and then she complains that guys are checking her out. Don't wear that. Don't be like.
That's still not the
I mean,
issue.
you're putting yourself out there. I mean, what do you expect?
But at least in that scenario. At least in that scenario, though, if you're at a bar and that kind of thing happens, you have rights, you know? People are going to step up, and they're going to either say something, or you can have the man thrown out of the club. You can, you know, press charges for sexual harassment if it gets to that level, you know, which...
We're talking
what
about...
level are we talking about?
We're talking about people...
But we're talking about
screens.
We're talking about an online...
States.
Exactly, it's an online environment. You can't keep track of who everybody is, where everybody is.
You're not going to see them again, so, I mean... It's kind of just like what we said earlier about guys harassing other guys. It's just like,
you know,
if you don't like it, don't play it.
It comes down to the same rules in the end, I would say, as Omegle, which is if you don't want to see penis, don't get on Omegle. If you don't want to get sexually harassed, don't get on certain games talk lines.
I mean, you just have to understand that that video games is male dominated.
The thing is that while I will admit that it is horrible that these things happen and that women are completely, you know, kind of isolated by, you know, this kind of discrimination, I will also say that it would be impossible to monitor everything all the time to keep this from happening. And to be honest, the cost in that would be astronomical. So,
well, it would turn everything into an MMO.
So while we all admit that it's bad that women get sexually harassed, besides Alex because he enjoys it.
It's his favorite thing in the world. He does that on Tuesdays.
Right? Well...
Only on Tuesday.
We admit that there is also really no way you can stop that kind of thing from happening.
God damn it. All right, awkward silence again.
All right, so let me bring up another issue because, you know, we got time to kill. So I feel like, let's bring up something a little bit lighter, though.
Hold on. Final note about this topic. I'm sorry. A girl that plays video game and she's hot, that just makes her even hotter. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, I like Pokemon chicks a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're a really hot girl and you play video games, you just got extra hot.
And here's the thing, too.
But does that subject you to harassment?
Oh, I gotta bring this up.
Does that welcome that?
No, but I'm just saying a girl that's hot and can play video games, it just makes her even hotter.
Can't you turn off chat?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean,
that's unfair that you can't chat with people, but if it bothers you that much, turn off chat. And
exactly.
We are dead tie.
And as you may have noticed, between most online games these days, they've always said rating when online is not subject to ESRB. which means what people say to you online isn't something that they can control, isn't something that they can monitor. It's not something that they can even rate because people. I mean, your talks online could go anywhere from an E-rated conversation all the way up to an AAO conversation in 2 seconds. And is it the response? The question is at the end, ultimately, is it the responsibility of the person who makes the game or the responsibility of the players to keep?
Responsibility of the players. Exactly.
And so, since it's the responsibility of the players, which is kind of unanimously agreed, there really is no official way to monitor or restrict that kind of harassment, sexual harassment, whatever it may be online, because there's just no way to do it effectively. At least not at this point.
Okay, Casey. By the way, you're tied with my brother for first, so this race
That's what
matters. I was just trying.
I'd rather not know that because I play better when I'm not under pressure.
You're under pressure.
I don't like being
under pressure. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Under pressure.
David Bowie moment. Don't sue us.
God, I love David Bowie. He's God.
I don't feel like he would sue us. David Bowie's a good man.
Nope.
He's also a shapeshifter.
He's a quality man.
If you've ever seen Fincher Brothers, one of the greatest shows of all time, by the way. And I'm a little sad that it's not having a new season this year. I think it might actually be over for good. That kind of makes me sad. But on a lighter note, let's talk about something else.
We can't. This is the last race.
This is the last race, so I guess this is where it all comes down to the money.
Yep.
Who's gonna win?
Not me.
We've had a good discussion, but will we have a good finale?
No. Stop here. Beep. Oh my god, that was the most annoying piece of shit I've ever heard.
You've actually heard pieces of shit?
Yeah, haven't you taken a shit and it just explode downwards?
I've never thought any of it was annoying before.
Never been like, this shit is annoying.
No, they've all
This
been...
is annoying shit.
I've had unpleasant ones, but I've never had annoying ones.
I have. The kind that makes you keep coming back to the toilet time after time after time, even though you're like, it should be over by now, but it's not.
I know what you're talking about. I've had those before.
Little rabbit poops. You know what I mean?
I've never had a little rabbit poop before.
Where it just comes out chunk by chunk by chunk. I love how we just
I knew that was going to happen.
explaining serious issues to talking about how we take a shit. We really tied for first right now. Holy fuck me in the ass.
No, thank you.
Alright, fine.
I thought you already said you wanted to like 4 times.
No, I told him to suck my dick. Hey, Casey, there's a blue shell that's going towards my brother.
And I win.
Well,
I was going
in
towards
the end,
you.
it's going to be ChubbyCheeseIt in first.
You'll probably get second there, boss.
I'll probably get third. Shit. Go, 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 go! Bam! Didn't even get hit.
Wow, you barely missed it. All right, guys. Time
Well,
for
let's
the...
see. Let's see
Well,
what
we gotta
happens
see
here
the
at the end.
finale.
Gotta see the finale.
Nice. And so at the end of this long debate about harassment, which is not what we intended to do from the start, it is ChubbyCheeseIt in first as King Boo, me, JustGrayFox in second with Koopa, and in third, TheFrozenNord. With I don't even know what character you're playing as because I don't care.
Well, we'll get to
Diddy
see...
Kong. Okay.
Hi.
Shut up.
All right, guys. High fives.
All right, guys.
1, 2, 3.
So what did we learn today? Harassment is bad.
Don't do it.
Sexual harassment is worse.
Unless it's 2 women.
And if you want more women to play on Xbox Live, the PSN network, or anything, then quit telling them to take their tops off.
That's the thing,
It's
is
bothering them.
keeping games like, I mean, the popular ones like Call of Duty, don't stop it, I want to talk. Keeping the games like the big ones like Call of Duty and that's, even WoW and that stuff is... Are you seriously going to stop it?
No! Just
Well,
keep
you've
talking.
already interrupted it 3 times.
Well,
so
that's my issue.
Stop.